Hey, 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 hey. Hello. How you doing? Welcome. Come on, come all. Join me. Come right on in as we get started on today's topic. For those of you been tuning in for me, I am getting ready to do some new intro music, so I'm not going to play my normal intro music today. I decided to recreate the intro and just do something a little bit different with it, so I will have that ready hopefully by tomorrow. So just work with me for now. Don't judge me, you feel me? Because this is a work in progress, and as I go along, sometimes the ideas come along, as I go along. So work with me on that. The upcoming changes and progress being made. Okay, so today what we doing, because I was not here yesterday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Happy Boss Day. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody enjoyed their time off. I am doing day 11 and 12 of the 21 Day to Change Challenge today. And so basically I'm just going to go over and talk about the topics for the day, the steps for the day, and how they're significant in this 21 Days to Change Challenge for you. Okay, so if you have not been following me, this challenge is for those of you who want to make a change, who inspire to do something better with your life. You're tired of your circumstances, you're tired of your situation, you're tired of being down in the dumps, you're tired of being without, you're tired of being in lack of, not in enough of, those type of situations, and you're blaming everything else around you except yourself. This is a challenge for you to take some responsibility, take accountability for the things that you're doing or not doing to create better circumstances, opportunity, and results in your life. Okay, so if that is you and that is something that you aspire to do, I ask you and I recommend that you join me and the rest of us that are taking this challenge. This is a platform that I have created. And the Boss Talks Daily Lunchbox Edition is what I do with this 21 Day to Change Challenge for. So basically, we're on day 12 of the challenge, but like I said, since I wasn't here yesterday, I'm just going to review what day 11 was for. All right, so day 11, the step is for you to recognize your ops, okay? And what I mean by that, you can substitute or use the word ops for opposition or opponents. Either one, it doesn't matter, whatever works in your favor. But identify your ops. Learn who your ops are. Learn who is working against you, okay? And when you are doing this, I need you to realize one thing, because usually it is the usual suspects, all right? And I'm going to just tell you something that you may not have known. The usual suspect that your op is yourself, okay? We are usually our own worst enemy. We are the ones that we are really working against, and we are the ones keeping ourselves from doing the things that we need to do and achieving. You can look around, you can blame anybody, you can blame any situation, you can blame any complication or anything that you want to, because as long as you're looking for excuses, they will always be available for you to make, okay? But if you're tired of making excuses, you're tired of talking about why this didn't happen and why that didn't happen, and tired of making excuses about why you're still in the same position and you haven't come up out of it, I encourage you to just take some action. Look at yourself and figure out what it is that you're doing or not doing to create the results that you want, okay? Learn how you are your own worst enemy, and you create your surroundings, you create your environments, you create the outcomes that you're having. If you're somebody that's not putting in much of an effort to change anything about your situation, and you're so stuck on, what's keeping you from doing things like not having enough money, not having a good job, having too many kids, not having a spouse, things of that nature, just like I said, it'll always be an excuse available and ready for you to use it and make it if you're looking for that. But this is a no excuse zone. This is nothing but a doer zone. Over here, we don't do nothing but do it. No excuses. We don't just talk about it, okay? So that's not the type of people I'm looking for to join me on this mission. I need some real heavy hitters, some real go-getters, some real thoroughbreds, some real solid MFers, okay? That's what I'm looking for to join me, because this is a change that I'm also doing as well. This is a challenge that I'm also doing, and I will announce my change on the 22nd day. Let me just make this clear. This 21 Day to Change Challenge is not a challenge for you to change something for 21 days. This is a challenge for you to change something for the rest of your life. This is for you to make a life-changing challenge, okay? This is not something for you to just be like, oh, I'm going to quit this, and then in 3 weeks you started back doing it because you didn't have enough endurance, you didn't have enough self-control, you didn't have enough belief in yourself that you could actually do it. So what we're doing through the 21 days is working on conditioning ourselves, training ourselves, preparing ourselves for the change. We're preparing ourselves and doing whatever we need to make the changes 21 days in advance before even making the change, okay? It takes up to 21 days to do something consistently for you to form a new habit or get rid of an old one. So if you're trying to learn how to do something new, or you're trying to start doing something different that you haven't been doing, you need to consistently do that for at least 21 days straight for you to form the habit of doing it without it actually being a thought, okay? It will just automatically become a natural response because you program your mind and your body to kind of, do that. And it's possible to do that. The way that you have been trained and thought and taught this long, it can be reversed. You don't have to have a pity party and get stuck in your situation and just feel like the world is over and don't feel like you can't do anything else about it. You do not have to feel like that, okay? That is your brain working at overload and causing those emotions and feelings within you. But if you know that your mind is stronger than your brain, you will know what the meaning of mind over matter is, okay? And so basically what you can do is you can relearn things that you didn't know, and you can take this little bit of knowledge that you now know, because maybe you didn't know it before. Maybe you didn't know that you can override your brain with your mind and make new thoughts and rethink things through and change your perspective, change your mind, change your outlook. And then that way it will change the things that you do. It'll change the habits that you develop. It'll change the habits that you never did develop if you start doing it. And it'll become an automatic response within you to do some different things, all right, and produce different results. So that's what we got for day 11. Recognize your ops. Know who your opposition is. Know who you're competing against. Know who is your biggest obstacle. Know who is stopping you, okay? Look in the mirror, and I promise you, it won't take much for you to figure out the opposition is you. It is you are in battle against. It's you against you, and that is it, okay? It's me against me, and it's you against you. It's not me and you against each other. We're not in competition, all right? So get that out your head, because a lot of people think that somebody hating on them. A lot of people think that they got to be competitive with other people instead of learning how to link up, work together, network, and create something of unity, create something of the masses that everybody can benefit off of, because that's what it's all about. If either you want to help somebody or you're running for self-indulgence and self-acknowledgement and self-worth, you know what I'm saying? But that doesn't do anything for anybody else. That doesn't help the community. That don't help your family. That don't help your friends. That don't even help strangers, So if you're not a giving person, you're not a caring person, a sharing person, you're not a person that loves to see other people have and do more and be successful and just achieve new levels and new heights for themselves, you should start working on yourself first, and then you can be able to do that for somebody else. But also just know and don't expect somebody else to do it for you that can't do it for themselves as well, okay? Because sometimes we're looking for that outside encouragement and support from others and those around us, but they don't even know how to give it to themselves, so don't expect too much from them. Learn how to do it for you. Once you become okay with you, everybody else will be okay with you, and you will be okay with everybody else. Because I promise you, nobody with more going on than you have is going to put you down and be worried about you and hate on you. Only those with less than you would do that, because people with more than you will have more and more successful than you. They're not worried about you. They're not thinking about you. They're not concerned about you. They're only focused on more success for themselves, okay? So you become a minute and really obsolete problem and issue in their mind. It's all in your head. You are the main obstacle. You are the main opponent. You are your only opposition, all right? Learn that. Learn who you're working against. Once you stop competing with yourself and you begin to love and accept yourself for who you are, your faults, flaws, and all, whatever makes you or breaks you, whatever makes you great, and whatever does make you less than great, because nobody is perfect, but you can strive to still continue to try to be in whatever it is that you do. You don't have to be in lack of just because you won't never achieve perfection, okay? But just try to start working on that and be more self-aware of what you're doing or not doing when it comes to what you're producing, the results that you're producing, okay? So number 12 is to understand how consistency and persistency work in your favor when it comes to these steps and these things that you're making a decision in a life-changing a life-changing decision for yourself to make yourself a better person. The reason that the importance of doing this for 21 days, for at least 21 days, no less than 21 days. Whatever the change is that you're trying to change, what we're going to do is on day 22, we're going to do that for 21 days straight. Okay? And that is because, like I said, according to research, and I want you to check this out, look it up. Don't just take my word for it. I looked it up on the internet. I Googled it. It's not really that difficult to find. If you want to believe me, you can. If you don't, like I said, just look it up and Google it. But it takes no less than 21 days for you to do something consistently to form a new habit or unlearn an old habit, okay? So basically on day 22, that's what you want to start your 21 day to change challenge and do whatever it is that you're preparing for now. Okay, we're preparing for 21 days to make the change for 21 days, because proper preparation prevents poor performance, and that is it. You worried about the results and you looking at the results and they look less than favorable, it's probably because your efforts and actions were less than favorable to produce better results. So if you lacking on your effort and the things that you're doing to kind of put things into motion, if you moving along at 45%, push it on up to 60. You know what I'm saying? Just put a little bit more drive, a little bit more pep in your step, and you will find that you will start achieving things sooner and quicker, and you can actually get to your destination, your goal, a lot sooner than you probably thought you could. All right? It doesn't have to be that difficult, and you do not have to be great to get started. Only thing you got to do is just get started. All right? It will work as long as you make it work, and that is all to it. It's not no hocus pocus. It ain't no magic formula. It ain't really nothing amazing. It's actually very simple, but we don't look at it as simple, and we make a lot of things more complicated than they have to be. Okay, so stop making things more complicated. Simplify them in your world, simplify them in your mind, simplify them in your thoughts and your actions, and you will see great things manifest right before your eyes. It's almost as if it is like magic. Take it from me, your girl. I've been doing this. I'm working on it. I'm on a road to be a millionaire within 2 years. That's my major manifestation. That's my major goal, but I have 2 other intermediate goals in between that goal, so that goal doesn't even seem so unobtainable. All right, a lot of times we set goals and they seem unattainable, they seem unreachable, they seem unrealistic, they just seem like undoable and unachievable. But that's because you probably make it too broad. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that big time goal, because that's where you want to see yourself, and you need to see yourself there in order to get there. But just know that even though we're taking time to try to prep and plan the roadmap to our success, things may not happen exactly how we planned them. So you got to be prepared for that. When that fork and that stumps comes in the road and that obstacle shows up, you got to know how to overcome that and get over that and get past that. Okay, don't get stuck on it and get hung up on it to where it's like, oh, you get in the zone, you get in your head, and you don't want to move forward, do anything else, because you feel like you didn't do it the way you thought you would, or you feel like you failed. Okay, it's okay to admit that you feel like you failed. Recognize what you're going through, recognize your emotions, recognize your feelings. I am sorry, but this fucking eyelash is driving me crazy. Okay, I don't know what happened. It's like something. Okay. Recognize what you got going on. Recognize how those type of situations make you feel. If that feeling does not resonate in a good way with you, do something to change it. All right? Be accountable for your own feelings, your own emotions, and don't get stuck in your feelings. Don't get caught in your feelings, and don't be feeling some type of way and just be in your feelings. Being in your feelings is for immature people who don't know how to process their emotions, okay? I don't get in my feelings because I don't even... Getting in them is okay. I won't say that. I don't be in my feelings. That's what I'm going to say. I get in my feelings, but then I get up out of them, okay? I don't stay in the feelings for long, because I know that ain't going to serve me no purpose either, and that's not for usually my greater good. If it ain't profitable, if it ain't beneficial, and if it ain't in my favor or working to serve me, I get on with it with the quickness. I don't waste too much time on it. I don't give it too much energy and too much attention. All right, and this is something I have found that works for me. It causes me to have less drama, less stress, and less worries in my life and my mind, and it allows me and enables me to move forward and be more productive on a more positive note, giving out more positive energy, more good feelings of happiness, and more feelings of self-worth and self-love. All right, and that's a good feeling to have. If you don't and you want to know how to get there, continue to follow me, continue to let me assist you and help you, show you and give you some guidelines and some advice on what you can try to do to change up what you're doing if you're doing something and it ain't working. Okay, I don't know everything. I'm gonna put that disclaimer in there. All I know is what I know, and all I can do is share the information. I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink. So this is just free knowledge, you know what I'm saying, for you to help you improve on some things. And you could use this in more than one area in your life. You don't have to just limit it and keep it on a 21-day change challenge, okay? You can use these techniques and skills in any areas of your life that you need to improve on, okay? Because it's all across the board and it's versatile, all right? So y'all just know that, work on applying that. If y'all wasn't tuning in this morning, the object of the week and the focal point is to work on yourself more and harder than you working on your job, okay? If you giving them people at work your all and you ain't even giving yourself your all, you're working ass backwards. I'm here to tell you, all right? So learn how to turn that around, and then you'll change some other things around in your life. That's just food for thought. If you was to leave this world today, what would your legacy be? What would they have to say about you? What would your tombstone read? All right. I love y'all. Thank y'all for y'all support, y'all participation, y'all encouragements. And I will be needing to get those submissions in for anybody who has any businesses or any products that they want advertised or service, or just giving a shout out to, networked on my channel. I am on YouTube as well as IG, you feel me? So I don't have a super major duper following, but it's on the way. It's already in the making. I manifested and I claim and receive that. I speak nothing but greatness and abundance into you, yourself, infinite blessings, baby. Okay? Take that, take that. Good spirits coming through, nothing but good vibes and energy over here. Love y'all, love y'all. Tune in later on for Boss Talks Daily, the evening edition, where we get a little ratchet with it, okay? Love y'all, thank y'all once again. If you miss these episodes, go on YouTube and check me out. That channel is called Boss Talks Daily, and I will be coming with much, much more content and some other surprises and workshops and things. So y'all just stay tuned for that, and as things come, I will be letting you know and keeping you updated. All right, y'all have a wonderful boss day. Wonderful boss day. Be productive, be great. Peace.